Hello, welcome to JMeter training. Web application performance testing with JMeter. In this short video, I'll show you how to use timers within JMeter test scripts. I have started JMeter to demonstrate using timers and its execution. I'll be using dummy sampler called Java request. So this will not send anything to outside, but it will just demonstrate the behavior of a normal sampler. For example, you can set the sleep time, label, response code, status, and all the information. Let me copy Control C and add few more requests and name the request as 1, 2, 3, and 4. And to see the effect, I'll add the listener, view result tree, and summary report. Let me save the test plan into our test plans directory. Test plan underscore examples underscore timers, and save it as a JMX file. And if I run this, how does request works? JMeter execute the request, it will send execute the request 1, and once it is processed and response is received, and the second request is executed immediately, and there is no delay in between. But in normal scenarios, say for example, if you log into the HRM site, user will look into the login screen and type the admin and the password and click login button, and it takes time. There is a delay between the response and subsequent request. And if I want to log out, again there will be a delay from that landing page, but the delay is less. Likewise, in performance testing, you have to simulate real user behavior. There is no need for executing the test fast, but simulate the real user's behavior. In case of test automation, say if you are using Selenium, you should plan for executing your test faster. But in case of performance testing, you should simulate the real user's behavior. If there is a delays or pauses or think time, you need to simulate them really. So JMeter timers help you to add the delays. So if you hit here, select thread group and right click, and there are 9 timers available, and frequently used ones are listed in the top, and some other timers are available here. Constant timer will have constant delays. So if you are using this, you can define the, so I'm usually placing the timers in the top of the request, and say if I want to have 1000 milliseconds, that means 1 second delay, and this timer belongs to all these 4 requests, and usually the timers are executed just before sending the request. That means the time is executed, then request 1, and once the response is received, and there will be 1 second delay. Again there will be some delay between 1 second delay before sending the request 3. Once the response is received, again there will be 1 second delay, and so on, likewise. So let's run and see how the effect. You can clear all the responses and click here, and you can see that there was a delay. There's a delay actually. Say if you want to add delay only between these two requests, by placing this timer in between 2 and 3 will not work. Still the delay is applicable for all the requests. If you want to apply delay between 2 and 3, since time is executed just before the request, you should add as a child element here to the request 3. Now this timer is belong to only the request 3, and time is executed just before the request 3. Let me make the cycles 3 and demonstrate the delay. Run it, and you can see that there's a delay. Again there's a delay between 3 and 3. But if you want to see that timer, what you can do is add a sampler flow control action. It was previously called test action, and you can place it here and add this as a timer here. So this will again flow control actions, and you can pause and but without any delay, and you can set a delay here also if you want, and you can add a timer as well if you want. That's your preference. So there will be a delay in between request 2 and 3. Say if you have multiple timers in the scope, say timer 1 and timer 2, then all these timers are executed before sending the request within the scope. So that we should know. And if you add a, say, transaction controller like this, and if you want to see the delay, control E, and if you want to calculate the or add the duration of the timers, you should click this one, right, and you can get that. Let me run and show you. So request of 2 is sent, and there's a delay, and you can see that total is there, total transaction controller. So it will be individual time taken by each and every request plus the delay or the pause think time introduced through the time. JMeter has got number of timers available. If you go to the official site and go to the component reference and search for timers, and you can see number of timers available with the JMeter, and these timers: Gaussian random timer, uniform random timer, and Poisson random timer. These are the random timers available, and they will generate random time with the constant offset and random delay. In case of Gaussian random timer, it will ensure that the delays are within a Gaussian value, and one of my favorite timer. And the synchronizing timer will help you to simulate oppose number of predefined users and introduce burst like spike can be used for spike testing. When it comes to bean shell timer, JSR timer, you can do programming using the available programming language and introduce your logic there. Okay. So this with this video, I have introduced you the use of timers in JMeter. Hope you enjoyed it and it was useful. Thanks for watching.